What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Pause Reset Play. Right now we are playing Grand Theft Auto 5. We're cruising through the streets and the hills of Los Santos. And I just got my new 1440p monitor today. I picked up the Acer G257HU. It is, I guess it's more of the entry level 1440p monitor. I saw it was reviewed pretty highly, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I wanted to see how it performed in a game like Grand Theft Auto 5. This is still one of the more graphics intense games out there right now. So I figured, hey, let's fire this up, see how it performs. I do have, as you can see in my video descriptions and the about page for my channel, I do have the GTX 980ti card. The specific card I have, it's the MSI Gaming Golden edition, which is just a slight variant of the normal gaming edition. So I wanted to show how this particular card and this game performs in 1440p. So if you hold on a second, I'll show you the settings. So inside the settings here, you can see I have the resolution there at 2560 by 1440. This monitor, like I said, it's only the entry-level monitor for 1440p. It's at 60 hertz. It doesn't have any of the flashy or more advanced features like G-Sync or 144 hertz, but still a nice monitor overall. The settings here I have pretty much maxed out. You can see I have the FXAA and MSAA turned off or turned down quite a bit. But if you go into some of the other settings here, the density I have maxed out, scaling maxed out. Most of these settings here are very high or high, so pretty well maxed out here overall for the graphics. Now, if you notice that the performance is dropping a bit, you can adjust those a little bit to squeeze out some extra frames per second. And I know it's kind of hard to see right now in the top left corner, but the frames per second, it's usually around high 50s. Right now we dropped down a bit to mid 40s, low 40s there for a second. So in the more intense areas like the city, you will see the frames per second drop down quite a bit. But again, like I said, tweaking those settings a little bit in some areas should get you at or very close to that constant 60 frames per second. So with the advanced or with the enhancements to the resolution, you're going to see some drops in performance, even with a higher end card. But I'm pretty sure that even if you had a lower range enthusiast card like a GTX 970 or an R9, 380, 390, that type of card, if you played around with the settings, I'm sure you could get at or very close to 60 frames per second in most areas. I wanted also to see how it did, not just cruising around, but I went ahead and used some of the mods to add unlimited ammo and exploding rounds, because I wanted to see how this would do in this type of situation. And it's kind of hard to tell, I'm sure, with the frames per second counter, but we're looking at mid 50s or so. If we had done this back in that city part of town, it probably would have been even lower. But even in that type of intense action, you're still going to get an adequate or a desirable frames per second rate. So, like I said, I'm really pleased with this monitor. The increased resolution looks great. Not noticing a whole lot of drops in terms of overall performance. Now, granted, I am traditionally a console gamer, so what I may be comfortable with or used to might not be applicable to everybody, but still worthwhile to to get this type of monitor if you're looking to make that step up from 1080p to 1440p. I'll go ahead and show some performance in other games like Tomb Raider or even a game like Fallout 4. But if you enjoyed this video or you found it useful, give it a like. If you really enjoyed it and want to check out more videos in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that as well. And as always, thanks for watching.